I'm refusing to attend my brother's wedding because of his extremist right-wing views, and he's not taking this well. So I am the youngest of 4 siblings and have always been known as the free spirit, who is very vocal about her opinions. I am a liberal, and by my Midwestern, white and conservative family I am considered to be extremist. Their extremist accusations started when I was 14, and one of my closest friends came out as bi. I supported her, but my family found out and berated me for supporting her. Instead, they wanted me to chew her out and tell her that she is only 14 and can't possibly know who she likes. This caused a huge argument, and I never brought my friend around my family again. Even despite our extreme clashes in views, my family and I get along okay for the most part. Well, I spent this last weekend with all of my siblings. We were all out for lunch when my older brother Dave noticed a black gay couple sitting at the opposite end of the cafe we were at. He proceeded to say both the F word and the N word quite loudly, and went into a rant about how unacceptable this kind of behavior is in public. He then began to go on this entirely racist, misogynistic rant, to the point where even the words I was trying to get out were muted by his talk of crime-ridden black cities, and women are genetically inferior to men. He was pulling up these crazy statistics about race and intelligence that looked like they came out of the 1800s. I've never seen such deep extremism from anyone in my family. I was literally disgusted by the words I was hearing. As stated before, I am a very opinionated individual, and this argument we were having ended in a yelling match with me leaving the restaurant in tears because I couldn't believe I was related to someone who has these views. After going home, I decided that I don't really want to go to his wedding at the end of next month. Of course, my family thinks I'm being irrational and dramatic, but I don't know. I think I'm fair in my judgment. To make matters worse, Dave ripped into me in the family group chat, calling me a sensitive feminist and telling me that my current behavior and reaction is proving the things he said in the restaurant to be true. Every single one of my family members backed him up. Update: I'm refusing to attend my brother's wedding because of his extremist right-wing views, and he's not taking this well. It's been a few days since my brother exposed his extremist way of thinking aloud in public, and in turn I decided not to attend his wedding. In the aftermath, I thought it would be best if I informed the fiancée of my brother's racist, misogynistic and homophobic views. As to my knowledge, she did not know of them up to this point. I also thought it would be hypocritical of me to be upset with his views and not tell the incoming woman of color in his life of how he thinks and believes. I ended up calling her, and first apologizing for creating this big thing I inadvertently created. I explained that I knew her wedding should be about her, and it would be in everyone's interest if I didn't attend. I then went on to explain what my brother said at the restaurant and stated I am worried about his views. She began to say that she knew that he held more right-wing views in terms of social issues, but he never brought it up much around her. I told her the disgusting things that he said, specifically highlighting that he thinks that gay people don't belong in public, women are mentally inferior to men, specifically women of color, and how that may negatively affect her marriage as she is a doctor and my brother barely made it through high school. I said that I worry that he may get an even worse inferiority complex and emotionally harm her in that process. She took a very long pause, and said she also had no clue that he held these beliefs as he never brought politics into the conversation. I started to apologize immediately, and said I don't know what this personally means to you and your marriage, and I don't want to cause harm, but I just wanted you to be aware from one girl to another. Now, I thought this conversation could go a million different directions, and it went about in the most mundane way it could. She said that she is going to talk to my brother to figure out if these beliefs run as deep as I claim. She didn't seem happy, but she didn't seem mad either. I asked if she kept this conversation between us, as I don't want to have to deal with this drama, as it has been pretty emotionally tolling. However, I have a sneaking suspicion that her conversation with my brother had my name mentioned, because since then, he has sent me at least a dozen clips of male podcasters speaking about male superiority. I also got a text from his fiancée calling me a liar, stating that I was trying to stir up drama for no reason. She said that after she talked to my brother, she came to realize he is a good man who is just very opinionated and old-fashioned at times, but far from an extremist right-wing loony like I made him out to be. This broke my heart, because I realized my brother had manipulated her. But there is a good side to this coin, as I ended up telling my older sister about the phone call, and she actually apologized to me for not speaking up sooner, as she has standard morals and ethics too. And because she has a family, she's thinking about not going to the wedding for the same reasons as me: too much money and a crazy brother. I insisted that she should go for the sole reason of meeting this fiancé and seeing what her exact deal is, good or bad. But my sister thinks that my brother either lied about his views, and since she is a little naive, she took his word as gospel, or she just doesn't care.